Okay, we got game 3 of the finals between Saykoya and Warble. This is winners finals, and also we will be doing this on replay just for the Groove and War channel. However, there is a full version of this being live casted, which will be on Sajin's channel. I'll link that in the YouTube description below. So if anybody wants to watch a longer form version of this, then that's available. But for now, we've got Warble playing Pistil, the debatedly top tier commander right now, versus Saykoya playing Nuru, who I think most people considered extremely weak.
Yeah, this is a pretty interesting commander matchup, mainly because Koya, I think, is like one of the few people who doesn't respect Pistol on this map. Well, at the very least, Mastro does. And I believe Warble banned Pistol as well, so he respects it as well. They respect it as well. So like Koya's the only person who doesn't ban Pistol on this map that's left in bracket. And the one main reason to pick Nuru on this map is since Goose added the hideout that's like far in the corner of the map, like in the mountains, that has rifle. You can groove out rifle with Nuru to the front lines, whereas all the other commanders need a lot more time and maybe another like transport like a balloon to get the rifle active, whereas she can get it to the front immediately.
Yeah, like she definitely has some options that other people won't have. And yeah, you can kind of see the very brief glimpses of these corner hideouts. We go into this game where it just takes a long time to get them. And ooh, we're seeing some early action here. Saykoya being aggressive with these swords for now, kind of contesting these lumber mills, and actually grabs his and contests the opponent's. See this early Harpy coming in on the right hand side behind Commander. Whereas Warble's is going for more of a central position, so we're going to see how that plays out.
Yeah.
The beginning of knocking down this hideout begins. In the early days of Once Upon a Heist, there was so many like you just buy the thief shenanigans to delay the swords. I think people kind of respect the swords a bit more. And people have a almost like a Cold War status with that hideout where you have to keep stuff nearby to prevent the thieves, but will generally kind of just leave it alone until they're able to just take it down in one go. Ooh, we see that Harpy's gone right into the middle, and Saykoya's is actually just sticking with their commander for the moment. There's no anti-air on that side of the map yet, so... Well, I guess there's one mage, but like not quite close enough.
Yeah, both commanders choosing to go to the sides since the lumber mill is there. There is some ideas of rushing down the opponent's HQ, but that is a bit riskier. Maybe not what these commanders want to do. Pistil kind of wants to get in front of HQ because it's the one part of the map where you're forced to blob up if you apply pressure. But yeah, going to the sides, the security code is nice early. And also because you can pressure the barge's landing spot to help you win that side.
Yeah. I mean, there's very little money to be made by sending your commander mids. The main reason you go into the center is to do some kind of shenanigans with the hideouts.
Yeah. And Koya's Harpy is in a nice position right now so that he can start pressuring the barge.
Oh yeah, like, this is immediate, oh, I could lose my barge pressure.
Yeah. And mages aren't super good at stopping it, honestly, because there is enough open water that the Harpy can just hide in. So it's really difficult, and yeah, Warble ends up sending his barge back.
I don't have time for this.
Yeah, he just has to like give up that right hand side for the moment. Okay, now Warble, yeah, just gonna put pressure on their opponent's barge. Has groove as well. Maybe we could see some pressure coming out there, but
Dragon coming out from Koya. And I'm realizing, so we have a dragon, and I think it's 2 harpies from Koya, and I think it's a Harpy and 2 balloons from Warble. Like, a good amount of air from both players, which makes sense. Air is good on this map. But more of the transports from Warble. And yeah.
We're just taking a moment to get everything healed up. Commanders are like, people, you wouldn't think it, but commanders like 80 or 90% health are actually significantly weaker. Just because like they lose a lot of ability to one-shot and decap things.
Yeah, 94 is like the key threshold because that kills dogs and swords on planes.
Oh wow, this Harpy is...
Harpy getting free hits.
Yep.
Yeah, Nuru getting pretty close to the stronghold here now, transitioning from the side since they want it. And yeah, Nuru has Groove as well, so can summon a rifle right on top of the HQ. Or a mage if any of the areas gets a little bit too far forward.
Yeah, and that's the good thing about Nuru, like, her biggest strength is that she just has that flexibility.
Yeah.
Ooh. The Harpy coming in, it
Oh.
sees an opportunity to...
Is this a pistol groove? Yes, it is. I'm not sure how much I like this. This is only tier 1, right? Yeah, that's...
Yeah, hits 4 of her own units as well.
Yeah, this also effectively costs the Harpy as well. Because now it's just gonna die to the mage, and it got, what, like a hit off on a dog?
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
that
this
was
is not
worth
super
it.
good. Yeah. Like, all the main damage that this dealt was to the Harpy, which Commander does 95 base to Harpy, which, so it chunks it a decent bit. And you deal 50 to Dragon with 100 Commander base, but that was at near the end of the chain, so the Dragon got hit for not a lot. And now you don't have Groove, so Koya can pretty safely just clump around his HQ.
Yeah, and those Arians can just kind of walk away, or fly away, I guess,
Yeah.
in this case, where they just go and pick up a sword.
Yep.
And funnily, low health Harpies are extremely frustrating, because you have to dedicate something to kill it. And like,
Yeah, there's still an air blocker.
yeah, and like, I guess like archers could potentially pick one off, but, you know, that's
Yeah.
implying that the archer, well, the archer would actually like to hit something a bit more valuable is the other thing.
Hold still.
Because the archer is also the main wall breaker against like things like spears, for example.
Yeah. Which, I guess to be fair, Koya hasn't really developed because he hasn't gone Balloon. Yeah, it's still...
But now Koya can kind of just sit here and shoot things with his rifle.
Yeah. Oh, Harpy gets another hit.
Actually just chooses to reload. It could have, I think, one-shot the sword on the flagstone, but...
No, it does not. Because it does 120 with crit, and Flagstone, that reduces it down to 96.
Oh, okay.
So you only one-shot sword on planes.
Good to know. And I almost feel like Saykoya should have just healed his barge at that point, but... I guess there's no threat to it right now, so...
Yeah, because Koya bought Witch, so it can help out zone out the Harpy. Which is basically the one unit that can stop the Harpy harass, because, as I was saying earlier, Mage doesn't help because of the ocean.
Okay, we just see Warble kind of repositioning. Probably regretting that tier 1 at this point. Just...
Yeah, you would really like to have it right now.
Yeah, because now Saykoya can kind of blob up a lot more safely and
Yeah.
goes back to putting pressure on the main.
Oh, so the barge is in range of the Harpy. Oh, the Harpy's in range of the barge in the top right. I guess the question is, does Koya take the kill, or does he want to keep the Harpy alive to keep harassing and possibly... Oh, actually, yeah, possibly join this fight, because it looks like Koya's posturing pretty heavily in front of HQ.
Yeah, I think keeping
And-
it alive
yeah.
makes sense. Going for the barge would actually cut off some of the extra reinforcements, but there seems to be a push right now.
Yeah.
And actually, no, the barge brings those 2 units to the front. So
Yeah.
But so long as the harpy is alive, it can go and it can just keep hitting these swords, for example.
Yeah, because there still isn't an active witch from Warble.
Yeah, or even Warble's own harpy, for example, which it is over there now. So
Yeah.
we won't get in range eventually.
Harpy is slightly more awkward because it gets zoned by the harpy itself. But yeah, with and there's the finally from the witch from Warble.
Okay, and now Koya is just like, I'm just gonna take back this side of the map. I believe they're actually pretty far ahead on econ right now. Got that lumber mill knocked down again. Little witch hex gonna come in. They're gonna open
All
up.
the spears are gonna die.
Oh yeah, and oh yeah, just hits the mage as well.
It's the mage hit. Yeah. Alright, and how heavily does Koya go in over here is the question.
Oh, so many
Alright,
dog
good.
crits.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh, another rifle.
yep, gets the rifle out.
Okay. Yeah, going. Yep, shooting over the wall.
Makes sense.
Koya could have actually spawned the rifle closer to center to crit the archer. I wonder if that was better. This might be a. This is an interesting position to crossfire from like the right side of the map, though. So maybe that's what Koya wants from it.
There's
Oh,
actually,
it gets trapped. That's funny.
there's actually a point where the rifle can start threatening the barge as well.
I forget how much. No, I want to say it only does 10 base, so it would need a crit to kill the barge, but I don't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, although if you're taking chip, ooh,
Ooh, another tier, another. Oh, this is gonna do so little damage though, because you have to go through 3 units first.
yeah, well, that's still
Yeah.
not awful. I mean, all the units on Pistil side were already injured, so
Yeah, the problem is it reduces everything to 10%, and there's a unit in Koya's formation right now that likes things at being at 10%.
oh yeah, that's gonna be scary. I wonder when we're gonna get to see, or if we're even gonna get to see a hex.
Yeah.
Oh, there we
Oh,
go.
nope. Yep. Here's the juicy hex.
Oh,
3
big
kills,
line
baby.
hits. Yep. And yeah, now Saykoya is really loving life. I mean, when you have 2 rifles that are just free firing on things, you're already in a pretty happy place, and especially when you got a wagon behind them, because the wagon will allow them to transport around, and also it's going to create a wall, giving that kind of like wagon. Was it like wagon circles that people in America used to make, like the cowboy thing? But circling the
Yeah,
wagons, that's the thing, yeah. So you got that old school, like, let's
that's
put a
a-
bunch of guns behind wagon thing.
Oh, that's an interesting position for Pistol. There's a night crit on her. And a sword suicide. But she is on flagstone though, so does that defense mean she lives?
Oh, we're gonna see the knight get picked up on the left hand
Yeah.
side, but I don't know
Got
if that's gonna be enough.
trapped. So, yeah, let's see.
Okay.
Is Warble dead?
So, dog
Oh,
from
being
road,
with dog.
I think will suicide. I believe
Huh,
it only does
okay, yeah,
when the commander's
interesting.
on flagstone.
Yeah, because it doesn't suicide when it's on planes.
Okay, and we got
Oh,
all
yep,
these
and here comes the
cross-map
70s.
mage heals, yeah.
Yep, 70 sword coming in. And has a witch hex, night crit, and a dragon. Yeah, this is.
Oh yeah, this is very dead.
Yeah, it's dead.
2 knights in range. It's
Yeah.
gonna do it. First is a crit. And second, oh, it would actually be pretty close. Oh, dragon.
Yeah, it's
Well,
yeah.
dragon and knight do
both
the
are
same,
30.
but
Both
yeah.
are 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, just chipped
Yeah.
away enough of that defense with the low health, and flagstone didn't matter anymore. And yeah, actually kind of funny that like the dog suicide opens up the lethal there, whereas I think if commander was on planes that wouldn't actually have worked.
I'm not sure because you still get sword suicide, which is 5% less, but you have 1 less terrain, so I think it still kills. So either way,
Maybe.
Yeah.
Interesting though, but yeah, not being on higher defense isn't always the best thing. You got to keep an eye out for certain things. But
especially when
Saykoya-
you're next to a low defense tile.
yeah, but Saykoya played an excellent game there. I think they really had an excellent game plan going in with like the Harpy harass over on the barracks and the barge. Nuru being able to build rifles
Yeah.
is just very scary. And
It's kind of unfortunate that Warble's grooves just didn't do much. I don't think they secured a single kill, and all they did was minor to moderate army damage.
yeah,
And
like,
some of it was to their own army as well.
and the moment the groove got used, Saykoya started blobbing army again and was able
Yeah.
to like mount a proper defense. But very nicely done. Saykoya goes into grand finals on the winner side, although that technically doesn't matter that much because there's no bracket reset in this tournament. But yeah, Saykoya, they're sitting pretty. They're in top 2. Warble top 3 still. They're gonna go to losers finals. They're gonna play the winner of you and Mastro. So looking forward to that one. But that is us for now. We're gonna go into the next game.